Hello, my gorgeous beings of light. Welcome back to another reading. Welcome back to my channel. For those that don't know me, I am Daughter of the Divine. Nice to meet you. For those that do know me and are returning to my channel, you know the deal. Let me know how you're doing in the comments. What's new? What's going on? How are you doing? I hope everything's going well and amazingly for you. If not, let me know why, okay? I'm going full mama bear. What's wrong, okay? So, today's reading is going to be about what makes you beautiful, okay? What makes you beautiful just in general. It doesn't even have to be to others because not everybody can see your beauty. You know what I mean? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and the beholder in this reading is just, spirit, I'm hearing to say. Like, just you. You know what I mean? Whether you see your beauty, whether others see your beauty, what makes you beautiful, okay? So we're going to try to get into, physical traits as well as, personality traits and soul traits as well, because I want this to be a very full, well-rounded reading here. I wake up every day and choose a topic because I have to see how I'm feeling that day or what messages spirit wants to convey that day. And today, as soon as I woke up, for whatever reason, because since I've been making content, I've been always overly worried about what the next topic is going to be. So I woke up today and I was hearing What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction. And I was just hearing, that's what makes you beautiful, okay? You don't know you're beautiful. That's what makes you beautiful. So maybe some of you are having some, I'm hearing identity crisis. That's crazy. Maybe some of you are having some, confidence problems lately, and spirit just wants me to come through and let anybody knowing, whether you're a subscriber or not. But if you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Hit that like button, because a lot of y'all who watch the videos aren't subscribed, which kind of baffles me, because I don't know. Okay, anyway, yeah, maybe a lot of you need this confidence boost. So whether you're a subscriber or somebody just passing through, I'm here to give you that boost that spirit said that you need. So while I was talking, you had the chance to look at these two mini piles in front of you. I felt called to pre-pull today. It was only going to be from the animal spirit, but then I felt called to pull from the Keepers of Light Oracle as well. So I did that. I am just a humble servant to spirit, okay? So I did what they told me to do. The rest I'm going to free pull here in front of you guys, live pull, okay? And then we're going to get into some, further the messages that we get with this here, with the tarot, okay? So, for those, now's the time to choose your pile, okay? We have group 1, group 2, and group 3, okay? So, do whatever you need to do. Pause the video, continue watching the video, pick up on the vibe that is coming your way from each pile. To kind of get a clue. I don't want to use crystals today because those are like visual, and like I said, this is going to be more so on just like a coming from spirit, which doesn't look at us from visual standpoints, okay? So there's no need for you to have crystals, there's no need for you to have pins, there's no need for you to have anything to help you visually choose the piles except for your intuition and what pile is calling you the most. I know that's not always the easiest way to choose, but that's the way I'm being called to allow you guys to choose today. I just realized there's like a generator up between 1, 2, 3 that will help you choose on Google. I've never heard of that in all my years of watching pick a cards. I never knew that was a thing, okay? But it was just brought to my attention maybe a few weeks ago. So if that's the way you need to go, the route you need to take to choose your pile, then be my guest. Put it in, like, I don't know, a generator that helps you choose between 1, 2, and 3, and that will be your pile. If you don't know how to choose, maybe let spirit choose for you. Okay, so that's all I have for the intro. Like I said, if you like my vibe during this reading or even now, join the tribe, like, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps me keep creating content for you guys, which I love to do, but I can't put my time into something that's not really thriving or growing because it's hard out here. So if y'all want to show any kind of appreciation, like, comment, subscribe, share with anybody that may find this message useful after you. And that's all that I have for you with this intro. But like I said, the channeled song for this reading is What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction. But the main line that keeps coming through is you don't know you're beautiful, and that's what makes you beautiful. Okay, so that's all I have for you for the intro, and I will see you at your reading. Bye. Hello, my beautiful, gorgeous group 1s If you chose the first box, I can't even call it, you know, crystal one, pin one, because like I said in the intro, Spirit told me to go into this blind, told you to go into this blind. You're not supposed to be able to choose anything visually because you need to choose it with your intuition. Maybe some of you need help sharpening your intuition lately because you've been relying on visual effects too much, and that could go for all three groups. Okay, so I'm not just calling you out, group one. It could be for all of us, myself included. Because we a lot of times when I'm watching pick cards, I feel the need to have something that helps me choose a group. When before I even click on the video for videos that have the options in the thumbnail, I already know what I'm going to choose, but I still just want to go and see all the options and stuff like that. So sometimes we have trouble following our intuition, trusting our intuition, and that's not always the best kind of thing. But like I was saying, maybe some of us are having, you know, confidence issues lately, and we need a confidence boost. We need to hear what makes us beautiful from someone completely unbiased from ourselves, even ourselves. You know what I mean? So I don't really know a lot of you guys personally that watch this channel. I wish I did. I would love to have 700 and something friends. Maybe I wouldn't, but you know what I mean? Family. But I'm here to tell you what makes you beautiful. So I want to get right into it. I don't want to make this too long. So I'm going to start off with your angel spirit oracle, animal spirit oracle, angel spirit. Maybe some people think you look like an angel. And I'm getting like big, glowing eyes. Like, you know those eyes from like, it doesn't even have to be just anime. It could be from any animated show. Like when people want to, you know, portray innocence, like the eyes get big and like very, you know, glittering, like the puppy dog eyes, the kitty cat eyes, those kind of things. That could be. And then we have the peacock here. Look at the eyes. So yeah, you are someone who is, I would say, conventionally attractive, because for whatever reason, everybody thinks peacocks are so pretty, but they kind of creep me out a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie. Because these little things, first of all, up here looks like a bunch of eyes looking at you. Like, it looks like a bunch of eyes. Like, fish eyes. Look at that. So, you may have, like, a lot of eyes on you. People look at you a lot. And that could, like, amp up your anxiety because you never know what they're looking at and if it's good or not. Which is a thing. Because some people get annoyed when too many people look at them. But you're just like, what are you looking at? And they're just like, what is that line from Buffy? Willow says that to Tara when she's like the hotness of you or something like that. I think it's in like the musical episode where they're walking through the park and singing, I'm under a spell. And then the guys are looking at Tara and she's like, why are they looking at me for? And Willow's like, they're looking at the hotness of you, dummy, or something like that. So yeah, people are looking at the hotness of you, dummy. So like I said, you need this confidence boost. I got you. You're the peacock. I'm hearing some of you have big booty batangas, big butts, because I'm thinking of like the plumage of the peacock, and that is behind it. You know what I mean? Or you guys like wear like very selective, like not everybody wears kind of clothes, like patterns. I'm seeing like blazers with crazy patterns on it, like especially if you're a guy and you wear like some guys like would like to wear cool, like funky in a good way, patterns on their suits and jackets and pants and stuff like that. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. Just patterns is a big thing. That's what makes you beautiful physically. So I guess we're starting off with the physical first. I'm hearing you have a sharp tongue. That's not what makes you beautiful. That's just coming through because I'm getting called to the beak of this peacock here, and it's very sharp. And that could be potentially deadly if it were to try to stick someone. And I'm not even sure if peacocks are violent creatures. I know they're very prideful and they like people's eyes on them. So you take pride in what you wear and how you look. Yeah, I'm just getting fashionista. You like to wear like funky colors and cool designs and things that not a lot of people wear. So you have a lot of eyes on you. So you're the kind of person that wears the crazy clothes and like, oh, why is everybody looking at me? You know why they're looking at you. Stop playing. So here we have Kuan Yin, care and compassion. Okay, that's that angel coming through. because this is very clearly the animal spirit oracle, and I said angel spirit. So yeah, there's something very, you know, peaceful, calming about your energy. I'm hearing about your spirit. So we have care and compassion. Choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. Yeah, and I was gonna say that, like, angels are the helpers. They help us. They send us messages. They're guardian angels. I was gonna say something like that, but then the card said it for me. Like, I feel like a lot of people kind of like don't know what to say to you, don't know how to approach you, stuff like that. And not because you're scary, but because you are someone who seems miles and leagues above their league, you know? Because I know what I want to say to you in my head, like I said with the angel thing. Like, you're someone who's like a guardian angel. You're someone who's very nice and compassionate to everyone. But then I couldn't say the words until I read the card. And I was like, oh yeah, the card said what I wanted to say already. You know what I mean? So it's just like, people don't really want to say stuff to you because they get nervous. Just like, you know, she or he is not going to want to talk to me. So I'm just going to admire them from afar. And you could come off that kind of way with this peacock energy. Because like I said, they come off as very prideful. You know what I mean? But you're not. You're Kuan Yin. So choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. So you are this kind of person who will always offer a helping hand. And I feel like some people come to you closed off, but then when they're around you, they kind of bloom in your presence. Because we have these that are closed off, and then we have them starting to bloom. So you allow people to bloom around you. Or you bloom around other people. So you may come off as, you know, cold to people, but then as soon as they get to know you, they see you kind of open up a little bit, and they're like, oh, she wasn't that scary after all. She's very caring and compassionate, but you may not give that energy to everyone. You could be someone who wears a lot of headpieces. The way she has the flowers, you could wear like a lot of floral colors, like I was saying, or a lot of florals in general, flowers in general. Like this headpiece is kind of like, I think it's a lotus flower. Like, y'all know what it is. They put a ponytail and they stick it in their ponytails. Like a head pin, a hairpin. Then she has like this very not unusual, but you're not gonna see it every day walking around outside. Kind of pattern texture to her clothes. And then she has a statement piece. In the hair, you could wear you could come from a region where you have to wear, like, where you don't have to, but it's a part of your culture to wear those dots on your forehead. And I know that's big in I usually see that more so in like India. Not Kuan Yin kind of seems like she could be Chinese or the Asian culture. And I guess you do call Indian people their, is it East Asian or South Asian? Something like that. Okay. And then she also has like a jewel on her forehead as well. So you could wear jewels on your forehead. I know that's becoming like a big thing again. Who am I thinking of? What's her name? Crap. She's a girl on TikTok. Well, she's not only on TikTok, but her name was like Jasmine's Garden or something like that on TikTok. She likes to wear like the jewels on her forehead. Like when her makeup is done usually. Okay, so we're gonna get more into, because I feel like I'm getting a little lost. So we're gonna get into what makes you beautiful. So like I was saying in the intro as well, this reading is inspired by the song What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction, because that's the song that I was hearing when I woke up. And I don't usually hear songs as soon as I wake up. So I take that as a message that that's what the reading is supposed to be about that day. So this is what makes you beautiful. So in general, you have a lot of eyes on you in your everyday life. People are always looking. based on what you wear mostly, because maybe a lot of people want to give you compliments about what you wear, but like I said, you come off as someone who's very you know, stoic, so they get scared and they don't want to say anything to you. Okay, interesting, yeah. You come off as someone who's very intimidating here with the Tower. People just want to abort ship. Like, oh, this is a burning building, let me jump out of it. You're someone who's not easily taken advantage of. That's something else that makes you beautiful. As like a person, you're someone who people are, you know, you defend other people. I kind of feel like it. You'll be the person that will step up and defend everybody else because everybody else is too scared to say anything, okay? So you do have this caring and compassionate side to you here with Kwani, but then there's also something very intimidating, something very fierce and scary about you, because people are just like, I'm just gonna abort ship instead of staying here in this burning building. And you're representing this burning building here. So you have, like, I'm hearing like a scorching look, like a look that could kill. And looks could kill is also what people describe people who are very attractive as. Your looks could kill, you know what I mean? You kill every look you do, kind of thing. Yeah, like nobody's competing with you with the Tower card here. Like everybody would rather jump out of a burning building than try to compete with you. But they don't, they're like, you know, I'm good. Like, because you're on another level. And I'm also hearing something about you're always burning down outdated belief systems. So maybe, okay, so the way I was in the beginning, I was like, you wear like blazers and suits with funky colors. If you are someone who's feminine, which is a woman, you could like to wear suits, pantsuits, and that's not something that women are supposed to wear because suits are supposed to be for men, yada 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 kind of thing. So you're kind of like tearing down old systems, like, oh, I can wear whatever I want. You know what I mean? So it's like something about how you present yourself, something about how you look, how you act, that people just find really intimidating. And that's what makes you beautiful. That's something that makes you beautiful. Because you're a cut above the rest. Here we have Justice, and I was going to say that for what card? Yeah, I think I said it with the Tower card. You are someone who defends other people and you speak out against injustice. I kind of feel like you are someone, because if you are coming through as an angel archetype, you're someone who's a cut above the rest. You defend other people. People would rather, you know, jump out of a burning building than go against you. Okay? People don't want to compete with you because they can't. I'm hearing you can't compete where you don't compare. Oh, Lord. Okay? The Justice card here, you're someone who's like very balanced. I kind of feel like you know, I'm hearing you can see it. You can see it from the front. And there's like I'm hearing a song, the song by Cardi B. You can see it from the front. I got ass behind me. And I parked that something my Versace driveway. So it's kind of like, because I was being taken to the way she's wearing very baggy clothes, so you can't really see her shape or her figure. But even if you can, people are able to see that you have like a banging killer body beneath the baggy clothes that you may wear, which is very an unfeminine thing, because feminines are supposed to wear clothes that are kind of like, you know, well-fitting to them. But like I said, you go against that. You either wear like very manly clothes, or you wear bigger clothes than you usually do, or that people think you should wear. But even if you do, people can still see that you got body beneath it, okay? It's kind of like you go against norms, which I like. With this Tower card, you're tearing down old belief systems here. You're not following behind the crowd, the in crowd. You're making your own way, setting a new path. And anyone that's not following behind you or is trying to come in your way is going to get thrown out of this Tower building. Like I said, they'd rather jump out of this building than even try to come against you. It's like I was saying, you have like a very sharp tongue, a very sharp mouth, a sharp beak, where people don't like to speak against you or say anything. I can't, okay? Like, yeah, you are someone who has a lot of eyes on you, whether you think that you do or not. Especially when it comes to what you wear and how you present yourself. Okay, now we have the Ace of Pentacles here. I'm hearing you're a safe place to land. You always have a helping hand, which I think was here. Yeah, offer a helping hand. You always have a helping hand out to help other people and to catch them before they fall. You are someone who knows how to see a golden opportunity and snatch it up. So you're also someone who's very intelligent as well. And you have like help. So while you are the helping hand for others, you also have help that allows you to help others, if that makes sense. Yeah, it should make sense. Because the aces always represent hands popping up out of the clouds, you know, from heaven or wherever you want to call it, the great beyond, the 5D that's coming through to help you pursue these passions. And whatever is the focal point of the ace, in this case is Pentacles, which is material wealth, material gain, actual physical things that are tangible that you can touch. You're good at helping people make money. I'm hearing that's what makes you beautiful. You're good at helping people make money. That's very interesting. Well, not really, but it is. There's not a lot of people out there that's good at helping others make money. They just want to help themselves make money. There's also something very serene and calm about your presence as well. Even though you do come off as someone who you should not mess with, someone who shouldn't be bothered. Like I said, it's like a juxtaposition, because you do come off sometimes cold and intimidating, or that could be for some of you, and then for others of you, you're someone who's very caring and compassionate. But either way, you get noticed wherever you go. Because I was saying serene because if you have a beautiful garden here, you're someone who looks very healthy. You could be someone who eats very healthily, and people are always looking at you like, oh my gosh, how does this person always eat healthy? Because it's not easy to always eat healthy. So I'm hearing like meal prep. That would be your answer if people were to ask you like how do you always eat so healthy? Meal prep. It makes things easier. You spend one day preparing everything, so the rest of your days will be easier. So you could be like, I'm getting like influencer here from you guys, where you're someone who offers helpful tips online for everybody to live a better life. That's what this Ace of Pentacles is kind of giving me. You're offering like a helping hand. You're giving tips, telling people how to live a better, healthier, more abundant life. Showing people how to get proactive. Yeah, how to basically just build wealth and abundance in their own life. And that is also physically, as in like health-wise. So we're going to move this over. That's what makes you beautiful, that you're always willing to help people. But then you also dress really well, so you may give people tips on how to dress. Like I'm hearing you're leading the revolution. So leading the revolution on how people can dress like you or dress better. Okay, so I'm getting kind of like a maybe like a little bit of like a fashion influencer, because usually when I started opening up YouTube, I've been getting like is it like kibby body types and what kind of essence you have. Like some people have ethereal essence, some people have romantic, some people have ingenue or something like that. So I've just been seeing that a lot on my YouTube, and I have no idea why, because I've never looked up anything like that before in my life. Okay, but it just started just showing up on my YouTube. I'm like, wait, what is this? And it's like very interesting once you get into it, but it's also making you want to go and like spend money to find out what you are. And like there's also like stuff on Instagram that pops up from time to time that's going to tell you your color. So I guess they do like celebrity analysis, where they show pictures where the celebrities look the best, and that is therefore their color analysis. And then there's pictures of celebrities where they look, washed out or something like that, and that's not the colors they're supposed to wear. Something like that, because everybody's like a fall, a winter, a summer. Y'all know what I mean. I'm sure y'all know what I mean. And I'm just like, why is this stuff popping up out of nowhere? I've never looked this stuff up before. And that could kind of be someone, you let people know how to dress better. You know, lifestyle is what I'm getting. Lifestyle. You help people eat better, dress better, live better. It doesn't have to be specifically in fashion, but I'm kind of getting that vibe here because people feel you're someone who makes others feel more confident and sure of themselves, because by you giving someone that kind of analysis and telling them what body type they have and how to dress that body type, what color they are, if they're a fall, if they're a winter, if they're a summer, like they become more confident because now they're dressing to look their absolute best at all times. And you could be someone who has kind of perfected that about yourself, and that's what makes you beautiful. People, you know, flock to you because maybe you may not wear the best things or the most expensive stuff, but you know how to dress to how you look. So you may have been someone who's very into that kind of thing, the kibi body type, and the what your color analysis, and what is it called, what kind of face you have, or body, I don't know. Like I said, there's romantic and ingenue and ethereal and something, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you could be someone who's into that, because that just crossed my mind randomly. And with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, you help people start anew, okay, with the aces, which are new beginnings. You tell people how to start living better lives, which is something that makes you beautiful. You not only tell them, but you show them. You become the example for them. You set the example. Which is why I was saying like kind of like an influencer, because you will post it. You could post about it on YouTube, make those kind of videos, on Instagram where you help people, and then people come and flock to your business, and like you, literally somebody's handing them a coin. Take my money. Like, tell me what I am and how I can dress better and how I can look better and feel better. You know what I mean? And it may not just be fashion. It could be, like I said, health-wise. It could be mindset-wise. It could be thoughts, you know, mental. So you're just always someone who's willing to help people become the better version of themselves here. That's what makes you beautiful. You're cute or whatever. Like, the hand is always coming out of the cloud. The fact that you got 2 Ace of Pentacles and the hands are just coming out the cloud, offering wisdom, offering clarity, offering seeds to plant and make something new, offering this thing that's going to help them feel better physically, look better physically, and to have like a better life. You could also be someone who does nails, since we have these nails here. You're someone who does people's nails. You could be like a nail tech. Okay? Which is cool. I like that. I can't stand myself. My mom said I can get my nails done. Y'all ever come in contact with those? I'm so glad I don't have any of those kids that live with me, because my cousin isn't that way. But some of them kids who you always eating something, they looking like, my mom said I could eat those. What they gotta do with me? I could give 2, you know what I mean? My mom said I could eat those. That has nothing to do with me. Then go ask your mom for it. Like, you're eating something good and the kids want to come looking. Like, I hate begging kids. I hate it. And like I said, I'm so glad my cousin is not like that way, because you have to force her to eat, literally. But them other kids, they can see you sitting there enjoying a whole meal. Oh, that looks good. I like French fries. Like, what that have to do with me, though? I don't even know where I was going with that. I think I said I like nails, something like that. I don't know where I was going with that, but basically, yeah, like people, you know, maybe, I don't know. You could be dealing with some beggars out here, okay? Because you're so caring, compassionate, and you're always willing to offer helping hand. Okay, it's kind of giving me the vibe of, you know, like when you create content on, especially free content, such as maybe a tarot reading, or you're giving people little bits and pieces on how to dress better and stuff like that. People start thinking you need to give them everything for free. You know what I mean? When this is a business, okay? This is, okay, I'm giving you free content already, but for you to come and ask for even more free stuff, that's crazy. That's crazy. And that could be something that you're dealing with here. You could be attracting a lot of attention lately for the content you put out, and that automatically comes with haters when you don't give free things away, or people who are always begging and asking, asking for more than you have already given. Okay? You're already offering them a helping hand by making the whatever content you make. And then there's still the extra begging people that want to come and ask for even more. Like, we don't like those people. They need to go. Like, I'm already making free content for you to come out your mouth and ask me for more free stuff? That's crazy to me. Like, that could be something that you deal with, but you handle it in a more gracious way here with the Justice card than I would, because I would just get crazy. Because I don't like that. I don't like beggars. That's the one thing I don't like. Okay, but you're someone who's like in control of your emotions. You have that angel archetype where you're someone, who's calm and serene. And I don't know, I just feel like they get taken care of for you, the way these people are jumping out of the burning building, okay? Like when things get too hot and when things get too crazy, and when you may blow up and get crazy here, like there are times where you're gracious with it, you take it on the chin. But then there are times where you're just like, you explode. I'm getting like like somebody's fire coming out of their ears and stuff like that. Like you just explode and just start talking crazy, and then they start jumping out of the building, okay? And running because they realize they took it too far. So you could have a temper on you. And, that could be beautiful. Why not? Because if somebody's pushing you to that kind of point, like I said, you are someone who's not going to take anybody else's crap. You are someone who can very much speak up for yourself and others. So if you see injustice being done, you don't like that. So you could be a Libra, you could be an Aries. Or have that in your chart. Sun, moon, rising. I'm hearing North Node, South Node. Okay. So yeah, you're someone who sticks up for other people. You're someone who likes to give little bits of like wisdom to help people live a better life. You are someone who's caring and compassionate, but only to a certain extent. You're not going to let people get away with certain things. And you should not, okay? So we're going to go into some Unicorn Oracle and see what else we can get. About what makes you beautiful. That's what makes you beautiful. And I'm hearing, because I keep hearing the line, you don't know you're beautiful, and that's what makes you beautiful. And that's not, a lot of people gave them flack for that line because, oh, she doesn't know she's beautiful, and that's what makes her beautiful. I'm taking on another meaning for you. You may not find these things about yourself beautiful, but that's what makes you beautiful, People who are helpers, they usually don't look at themselves as beautiful because they're helping, but there's not a lot of people out here that will give you a helping hand, you know what I mean? And that's what makes you beautiful. The things that you kind of overlook about yourself is what actually makes you beautiful, you know what I mean? And that's why I kind of felt like I didn't need to put any crystals or pins here, because who's going to find this reading? You need to choose it based on intuition alone, okay? Because you felt called to this group and not because you saw a crystal that was pretty and you wanted to choose that group. This is not about looks. Like, this group wasn't really about looks, and I don't think anybody else's group is going to be too much about looks, because this is about what makes you beautiful on like a soul level. So yeah, that was another message coming through, like where you may not find these things about yourself beautiful, and that's what makes you even more beautiful, because these things are beautiful. I'm saying beautiful too much. Oh, okay, so we're gonna get into this. We have anger. What the heck was I saying, bro? I was saying this. Anger. With this Tower card, there's these things that are coming through in this reading are not things that a lot of people would find, what would we say, stereotypically beautiful. Like having an anger is not beautiful. Like I was saying here with this Tower card, sometimes you may blow up on people and get crazy sometimes. And you're just like, they're ready to jump out the building and just impale themselves on these rocks down here. Like you may leave no prisoners behind because people push you past your breaking point. You are caring and compassionate, which did come out, but you're not someone who's going to be taken advantage of. True, as you should. Like I was saying, like you reach a breaking point, and like I said, the person with the fire coming out of their ears, like you're not someone who's gonna take people's BS lying down. And then we have anger coming out. So I know I wasn't crazy, because I'm like, this is supposed to be what makes you beautiful, but these things aren't really what people probably want to hear when watching a reading like this. But this is what y'all getting, and I'm sorry. And these things, like I said, it's not what is it called? Objectively beautiful, stereotypically beautiful, statistically beautiful, but that is what makes you beautiful anyway. It's still beautiful. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be conventional to be beautiful. So anger, yeah. Safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. See, honor all of your emotions as sacred. So like I said, you could be someone who's a hothead who gets angry very easily, and you find that something that's not good about yourself or not beautiful, but I'm here to tell you that it is beautiful. And it's saying use your anger as a positive force. Okay, the reading is coming together. At first, I was a little confused. But, it comes together in the end. And then we have polarity. Didn't I say that, like a juxtaposition where you're someone who is very caring, but then you also have this tendency to be like, you know, very harsh and cruel with your words, where people are intimidated, like I said, where they'd rather jump out of a burning building than come at you and you know, tell you some BS about yourself, or, you know. Yeah, polarity. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. So you are someone who is caring and compassionate. That doesn't mean you have to be caring and compassionate and a pushover to everyone. No, it's okay to express this anger sometimes, to express this dark side, to have a smart mouth, to not let people get away with whatever they feel like they can get away with you. Like, we have this dark energy. Like, these are things that you don't think is beautiful, but they are really beautiful about yourself. And the sooner you embrace it, the sooner you can start using it and looking at it as something positive and not something negative. Wow, this reading is beautiful. Like, this is not like the usual what makes you beautiful kind of reading, which I really like. I'm not mad at it. So I think I just have one more deck for you guys before this gets, you know, too long. And this is the Work Your Light Oracle. What else makes my group 1 beautiful, please? Like, I'm just hearing like an advocate. You're an advocate for change. You're an advocate for, you know what I mean, allowing people to be who they need to be. You're an advocate for speaking your truth. You always speak your truth. That's what makes you beautiful. Whether it's in an angry fashion, whether it's in a caring and compassionate fashion, it doesn't matter. You're always going to speak your truth and help people become better versions of themselves. Yes, you can heal through anger, I'm hearing. Yes, you can heal through pain, strife. Just because you've been through the worst of life, the dredges of life, doesn't mean you're any less qualified than anyone else. That makes you even more qualified to help people on their journey through life, because it's not easy. It's not always going to be easy. And those people who try to portray life as easy breezy, beautiful cover girl, are the people who are lying to people. You give people the harsh truth. You tell them what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. And in you doing that, that is you showing that you care for them. That is you showing your compassion here. But also the way you dress. That's what makes you beautiful as well, okay? So we have Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion. Exactly. See, priestess, mystic, teacher. You are someone who is devoted to your craft. And like I said, you have like a community around you. You could, like I said, post stuff on social media, and you're building a community on Instagram, YouTube, wherever you post your content. And it's the beauty and devotion to yourself, okay? Beauty and devotion to yourself, finding out what makes you look the best, what makes you feel the best. You know, healing people through those unconventional ways, because we think only healing can be done if you're a doctor, if you're a psychiatrist, if you're like a tarot reader helping people this kind of way. But whatever you do, whatever your medium is, that's how you help people. By just telling them what color, what if they're fall, winter, summer, spring. You know what I mean? What kind of body type they have, how to dress better for their figure, how to eat better, how to plan ahead and make meals for the week. That's you helping them, you know, build beauty and devotion for themselves. So when you helping other people with their beauty and devotion, that's what makes you beautiful, okay? So we have priestess, mystic, but mostly teacher here. So some of you could be tarot readers as well, and you help people with using tarot, but I kind of feel like you would definitely have a platform. Okay, I'm gonna put that right there. And then last but certainly not least, we have break the chain. What the hell was I saying? Ancestral patterns, healing and rewriting the future. I was saying that with the Tower, you are tearing down old belief systems and rewriting them. Wow, that's crazy. I don't know why I be trying to doubt myself. That's crazy sometimes. I'm just like, this is not the conventional what makes you beautiful reading. They're going to be disappointed. But the messages are coming through and they said what they said. Okay? Sorry. Not sorry. Yeah, you may be someone who apologizes a lot. There's no need for you to apologize. Sorry, not sorry. How about that? Wow. Yeah, with the Tower card, that's what I was getting. You're someone who's breaking old belief systems down and starting new ones. Like I said, it could be with the way you dress, the way you speak. Like I said, with this anger as well, where we take anger as something that's negative, but it says, Safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. So it doesn't have to be something that's always negative. Let me bring it down more so you can see what I'm talking about. Use anger as a positive force. It doesn't always have to be something that's negative. And I just bothered the flow. Now it's going to be crooked. Ciao. Okay. Yeah, but ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. You help people heal themselves. And by doing that, that's what makes you beautiful. But you don't heal them in like the conventional way that other people would go about healing people. You do it in your own way. And that is also taking me back, taking me to, I think I mentioned this in my video yesterday, the Good Mythical Morning, Rhett and Link, how Link was doing his your last meal, your last day on earth. What are you eating? And he was doing it with, I remember his name is Josh from Good Mythical Kitchen. And basically they were talking about how a lot of people give them flack for not talking about the big and scary things like politics and world disasters that are going on their channel. And basically they said they discussed that when they were making their channel. And they said we'd rather make this a safe haven, a place where people can come and laugh, and we don't want to make this show too serious. And in that they're helping people have an outlet from all the crap that's going on in the world. Like, you don't have to help people by talking about politics. You don't have to help people by being like an advocate for change. And I'm sure they do, what is it called, help that stuff on the side, because they do give and donate and stuff like that. But just because they're not talking about it doesn't mean it's not important to them, that they're completely ignoring it. But they're like, we'd rather heal and allow people like a outlet, you know what I mean? Instead of always talking about, because if we had, what is it called, if we went on YouTube and they're talking about people dying and world disasters and global warming and like, where's the escapism? There's no escapism in that. There's something to be said about people who provide escapism for other people who need it, okay? And that's what I'm getting here with you guys. You provide escapism where you help people, you know, heal through beauty and devotion, redevoting to themselves, because you've learned that it helped you in a big way, so you want to help others. By learning how to dress yourself, by learning how to speak and eat better, you know? So yeah, before this gets too long, that's what makes you beautiful, guys. Ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. You're rewriting what it means to heal people one step at a time. Take one step at a time. We don't need to rush. It's like learning to fly or falling in love. It's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen, and you'll find the reason why. One step at a time. Na 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 na. Tell me the best part of that song wasn't her in the clicking her shoes in the beginning. That went hard. I'm not even gonna lie. Anyway, yeah, one step at a time. That's all you need to worry about. That's what makes it beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you'd like to have a personal reading, you can always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below, or you can just DM me on Instagram and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you like my vibe, join the tribe, like, comment, and subscribe. The Divine family, I'd love to have you here. Anyway, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're seeing this video, and I will see you in the next reading. Stay beautiful. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing beautiful and wonderful. If you chose this stack, which probably doesn't look different from the other stacks, sorry, not funny, but it is funny. You're in the right place. You're in group 2. You're in the right place. Okay, so the topic of today's reading is what makes you beautiful. Group 1 was very different. It wasn't like the usual vibe, so maybe yours will be, maybe it won't be. I don't feel like it is going to be. I feel like the vibe of this reading here is something that is like the unconventional what makes you beautiful, not the what makes everybody else beautiful, like, oh, you have pretty hair or eyes or whatever. That will come through, because a little bit of that came through for group 1, but that's not the focal point of this reading. Like I said, I didn't feel the need to give you guys crystal options or pin options. You're just supposed to choose whichever pile was calling your name using your intuition, because that will take you to the pile you need to go to. But sometimes we overly depend on the visual, that we don't trust like the inner voice, okay? So like I was saying in the intro, like sometimes when I'm watching pick a cards, I focus too much on, oh, I want to see the crystals, or I want to have options that are in front of me invisible, but I can choose without those options. Like, because before I even click on the video, if they do have the piles or the options in the thumbnail, I already know which one I want to choose when I'm clicking on the video. So there's no need for me to, you know, have to tap into my intuition, because I already know which one my eye was catching the most. and there's no need for me to sit there, you know what I mean? So like I feel like this is going to be about something that is beyond the visual. Like I said, this is not going to be about looks or this and that. It's going to be something very different. So that's what you're looking for. You may not find too much of that in these groups. I'm just giving you the real. But it's very beautiful and it's very insightful. And I feel like a lot of you guys need like confidence boost, because the things that make you special and really beautiful are the things that you're overlooking in lieu or in, what is it called? In favor of the things that are like physical, but that does not really matter. Because when spirit is looking at you, when your angel ancestors and spirit guides are looking at you, they're not looking at the physical, they're looking at who you are as a person, which is something that you need to learn to appreciate more. I'm giving this message to all the groups, okay? Not just you, so don't feel attacked. That's the message that needs to come through today. What makes you beautiful is something that goes way beyond the physical. And that is why we didn't have crystals or pins or something that you can see to choose your group, because that's not what makes us important here, okay? So if you like my vibe during this reading, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you, because a lot of people who are watching these videos aren't even subscribed, which is crazy. I'm just like, if you like my video, you know, you could just, you know, subscribe real quick. It don't take too much. But yeah, that's what we're going to be getting into here with this reading. And what inspired this reading is the song You Don't Know You're Beautiful, That's What Makes You Beautiful. What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction. Okay, I woke up and I was hearing the song, and for the past 2 days or a few days, I have been like just hearing songs when I wake up and like immediately knowing what reading to do, which is not usually what happens. So I guess a lot of us need this confidence boost out here in the collective, because we out here just, you know, doing whatever, acting however, you know, maybe acting low vibrational because we've lost sight of what makes us beautiful and our purpose, kind of thing. So yeah, so we're gonna jump right into it because we're already about 4 minutes in, not to keep chatting. So I pulled, you guys got 4 cards. Lord, bear with me. So the first card you got is Dragon, which is a spirit card first and foremost. I'm being called to it. Then we also have the Eye here. I'm hearing Eye of the Tiger. Eye of the Tiger. Dun dun dun. So you could have like very feline kind of eyes, or just very intense eyes. Your eyes are the focal point of your beauty here. But if you want to dwell on the physical here, you have like, I'm hearing soulful eyes. Since this is a spirit card, very soulful eyes. I'm hearing hypnotic eyes that put people in a trance, kind of, you know what I mean? And they're like very intense. They're all seeing, all knowing kind of eyes. That's what makes you beautiful. Like, people get pulled in for the beauty of your eyes, and they stay for the soulfulness and the fact that they just get lost. You know what I mean? And then we also have the crocodile, which is an eye as well. So you guys, like, yeah, there's like something about the eye, like very, is it draconic eyes, or just like whatever kind of eyes these have, because they're not the same reptilian eyes. There we go. I was like, wait, they're not, a crocodile is not a dragon, okay? But like reptilian kind of eyes, where they have like the slit in it. That's crazy. Like very, you know, intense and like scary kind of eyes. Like these like eyes, they're not even bedroom eyes. They're just like very, they stare into your soul scarily. So you may be able to see people and read them and, you know, throw them for a loop just by looking at your eyes, because these eyes are the focal point here of this reading. But here we're going to get into the messages that these cards may be providing here. You're someone who's very scary and someone who's very intimidating. People see you and wants to run in the other direction. You may be someone who's not very conventionally attractive, which could be a message coming through, or you are someone who is very conventionally attractive, and that makes people very intimidated and want to run in the other direction when they see you. I feel like for those of my people who wear makeup, you do your eye makeup very well, and that's what people look at. If you're someone who doesn't wear makeup, take the first message that I gave about people getting lost in your eyes here. But like I said, if you are someone who does eye makeup or wears makeup, you do very extravagant eye looks, like smoky eyes, or just like a lot of eyeshadow, glitters, things that bring people into your eyes more instead of make them want to look away. Okay, here with the crocodile, you have like a very chill, lurking presence about you. And like people kind of, sometimes I don't want to say lost in the sauce, or someone who is like, people overlook them, but it's kind of like you're someone who lurks beneath. There's like a monster people can feel lurking beneath the surface of you. And like I was saying with the eye of the tiger, these are all predators that people are very scared of. They want to run from. You know what I mean? People are scared of these things. Dragons and crocodiles and then tigers. There's like this fierceness, this kind of like intensity about you that people find scary, like a predatorial, where people are like, oh, this person's gonna eat me up, I have to run. They're gonna eat me for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that's what makes it beautiful, because that makes you wanna, you know, look into your eyes even more. Like I'm just hypnotized by this eye right here. I'm just like hypnotized. Okay. So what else am I getting here? And there was also a video that was going around on social media where these people were like fishing in a boat, and they threw food into the boat, and then like 2 seconds later this big alligator or crocodile just showed up out of nowhere, and they were just, and that was the scariest thing in my life. So you just pop up out of nowhere, you take people by surprise, like you catch them by surprise. People aren't, you know, people aren't expecting you to be there, or like I said, you're someone who kind of blends in until you don't, kind of thing. And that's what makes you beautiful. You hide the beast very well until it's time for you to unleash it, and then you come out and scare people. Yeah, because that I wish I could insert that video somewhere, because they were just fishing and they threw like a piece of meat into the water, and then like literally 2 seconds later this big huge crocodile just came out of nowhere, and they're just like, wait, we were here the whole time. Where did this crocodile come from? So just like there's just like something dangerous and scary lurking beneath the surface of you. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there. Here with the dragon card, you could be someone who wears a lot of colors, and like I said with the eye makeup here, you like to wear a lot of different colors with your eye makeup. You're like very expressive eyes, very intense eyes. I'm just like eyes, okay? Then here we have Kuthumi, which is the cloak of wisdom, okay? You already know the answer you seek, trust what you know. So you are someone who people see, that people, when they look into your eyes, they feel like you can see everything about them. Like I was saying here, like people, you see straight through people, and you intimidate people with the way you look at them. Like there's like an all-knowingness to your eyes, a soulfulness to your eyes, so people just get lost in them here. And people feel like they're scared of you because they feel like you know everything about them from one glance. And that could be true or could not be true. That's just how, you know, you come off a little bit. And it could definitely be true. Because this is not so much what other people find beautiful about you. It's just what is beautiful about you. What makes you beautiful. The fact that you could read people in a second. You meet them and you already know. You know the deal. You're that friend. Or people are just like, you meet, your friend meets a guy and just like, nah, he ain't no good. And your friend is like, how do you know? You just met him. You're just like, I just know he's no good. Leave him. And they don't listen to you. And then what? 2 weeks later, he ghosted me, or he did this, or da-da-da-da. And you're just like, didn't I tell you to leave him from jump? You don't listen. That's the kind of person you are. That's what makes you beautiful. I'm getting the fact that you're blunt. You're not someone who's going to hold back these things. You know what I mean? And you could scare people off very quickly. Yeah, with the way you speak, or just how you act, or how you come off, you know, the conversations you have, because you're not someone who is hiding the beast. The beast is always going to be there for people to see, and the people that stay will stay, and the people that won't. And this is funny because I was having a conversation about this, I think it was Saturday, with someone that I met before, and I was seeing her again in like a group setting, and she was basically saying how she scares guys off, because she was telling this one guy she was talking to how it's weird how parents make their kids take care of them, like guilt trip their kids into taking care of them, when it's the parents' job to take care of the child, not the other way around. So she's like, it's crazy how parents will allow their kids to give up their life, give up love and children, because they just want to stick beside their child forever and have their child taking care of them, and something about along those lines. And she's like, how the guy just never responded to her, and how basically she scares guys off with the things that she says. And I'm just like, the right guys will stay. You know what I mean? If they get scared off that easily, you weren't supposed to be with them, because especially if you're someone who just speaks your truth whenever, and tells people about themselves, and you just really don't care, with the cloak of wisdom, you just know, and you speak wisdom to people. And a lot of people don't want to hear the truth, And that's what makes you beautiful. That's what's beautiful about you. You always speak your truth, and you speak truth to others, whether they want to hear it or not. You're going to tell them. So I'm hearing to, you always, the answers, the things, your first instinct is always correct. Trust what you know. And there's something about this. There's a snake in the back that's eating its own tail. I know there's like I think there's like a mythos attached to that, but it's not really coming through, so maybe it's not important. Or maybe you could look it up yourself. What does it mean for the snake to be eating its own tail? Like, I'm hearing Kundalini awakening, but I don't think that's what that means. Could be, could not be. Okay. So, and yeah, there's like something about this guy's eyes that they're very soulful. And I'm just like, I trust him. You could have like very kind eyes that people trust, but like your words kind of juxtapose, is the opposite of that. Like, oh, your eyes are nice and they're kind, but then, like I said, there's always this monster lurking beneath those eyes that, can scare people off in a second. There's something here about yellow. So what makes you beautiful is your confidence, like I said, and your wisdom. You just know things. And people are like, how did you know that? Or how can you read me for feeling? You're just like, I just know. You're good at reading people. Here we have faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. Okay? You can have this tendency to want to see the light in others and the good in others. And I kind of feel like also I'm getting like a little bit of devil's advocate here, where you will see somebody and you'll be able to find the good in them, no matter how bad that person is, or no matter how, rude that person is, or no matter how unsavory that their character is. You're always able to find something that, that of redeeming quality in others. And that's what makes you beautiful. So you may be someone who puts up with a lot of crap, but I also feel like that you're not. But I kind of feel like you are someone who likes to challenge yourself and get to the bottom of who people are. And by you doing that, you have to find this redeeming qualities and play devil's advocate with people. So humanity and benevolence. You're someone who's very in touch with their humanity here with this blue aura. Here you're someone who's very calming. Here. But then you also have like you feel a lot of emotions here. Like there's a sea of emotions like always raging inside of you at all times. Like a sea of calmness, like a wave of calmness washed over me is what people would say when I met this person. Like you just have that kind of aura about you, I would say, because there's a lot of that's what people would say when they would meet. I remember like there was a time when I still kind of am obsessed with that man. But like there was a time in my life when I was overly obsessed with Michael Jackson, okay? And I would just be looking up everything about him. And like every time somebody would do an interview about him, they would just say there was something about his aura, his presence. When you met him, you knew you were meeting somebody great. Whether you knew who he was or not, like people just kind of have that aura, that presence about them. And I kind of feel like when people meet you, it's like a wave of like calmness or a wave of serenity that overcomes them when they meet you. Because then here we have humanity and benevolence. Like people just can tell you're a good person. You're not someone who's going to be sneaking. You're not someone who's going to be sitting there trying to plot their demise. Like you just have that kind of presence about you, whether you're someone who's famous or has a following or whatever. Because they would say that. They were like, oh, when you just met him and there was just like just something otherworldly about him. Like, yeah, ethereal essence. I was speaking about that in freaking group 1. Where some people, who are some actresses that they said have ethereal essence? Halle Bailey. That lady, I forgot her name. But she's the lady, she is she's the head something. She's from Doctor Strange, okay? Oh, she was the witch in Chronicles of Narnia. Like there's just something about her that gives ethereal essence, otherworldly, like, elven, fairy kind of, mermaid kind of things like that. Halle Bailey is one of them. She's another one of them. What's her name? Elle Fanning, Dakota Fanning's little sister. They have like ethereal essence where their face just gives like otherworldly. It's not giving. It gives something that's a little inhumane, but like not in a bad way. you know, just something where you look at them and it's different. There's something different about their features and the way they look and their energy. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm getting here. So it's like, that's what I'm feeling here for you guys. And I haven't even gotten to the tarot, Jesus. But you guys did get a lot of oracle cards. But yeah, like faith, I'm hearing you restore faith in humanity. Okay, that's what you do. You restore their faith. So yeah, stay calm. Yeah, a rush of calm. You always see the light in the world and see the light in others. Okay? So then we are going to get into the tarot now, because we are seeing what is beautiful. Okay. Let me see what makes it beautiful. Ooh, look at this, look at this, look at this. Okay. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Okay, let's see what else we have here. I think I'm gonna get like, okay, this is 3, and then I'm gonna take, yeah. Okay, another one. You guys are giving me that group from the crap. I forgot. What was the name of that reading? I'll probably get it and then I'll take this one. And maybe that one as well. Jesus. Okay, we'll see what comes through. Okay. Yeah, calm, serenity, meditation, peace. Okay. So here we have, these are the first that came out. So we have the World and the Queen of Wands, which is what I was saying with the yellow overtaking this card here. Solar plexus, confidence, energy. Okay. So confidence. And I feel like you are someone who could, like, you know, is kind of very attractive, because people can't help but flock towards you. And that is the Queen of Wands, where she just has that magnetic presence about her. And whether she is like the most attractive person in the room, which she most likely always is, there's just an energy about her, the aura about the person that attracts people towards you. You have like a fiery, passionate, there's also like a calm serenity about you. So just like, you know, you're able to switch it up a little bit here, and that's what makes you beautiful. I didn't know that they shown the whole thing here. There could be something unconventional about the way you look that people flock to, because in this card here, she has vitiligo, which is a skin disease. And what? That's crazy, because Michael Jackson had vitiligo, and I was just talking about him. Was I not? Yes. Yes. There's something about the way you look that is not off-putting, but it's like it makes people want to look to you even more. It makes people want to look at you even more. Sunshine, you can have like a very sunny disposition sometimes. I feel like this is, I was going to say this in the beginning, I feel like a lot of people chose this group, which is why we have like so many different energies coming through, because some of you are calm and serene, some of you are fiery and passionate, some of you are sunflowers, you bring the sun and light wherever you go. And that could be, if you resonate with all of that, take all of that, because not everybody's going to be calm and serene all the time. Some people do have like a fiery, you know, something to, you know, off-put that energy. So we're going to put these over here. We did Queen of Wands. And we also have the World. We have the fixed signs here: Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, and Taurus. Okay. Yeah, with the Queen of Wands and then the World card, which is like you have the world view, like the attention of a lot of people. The world. You have the world at your fingertips, I'm hearing. You have the world at your advantage. The way I was saying with Michael, and people were just like, there's just something that about him that made people just want to flock to him. And not every celebrity has that kind of essence about them, okay? Not every celebrity everybody wants to be around, everybody loves, that is so worldly and wild, you know, worldwidely known. So people just see you and they want to know more about you. That's what makes you beautiful, because you are someone who people can, you know, put their faith in, put their trust in. I'm hearing you're like a steady presence in people's lives. You're a stable, steady presence in people's lives. Now with the World, the Queen of Wands, there's something about the way you look and how you present yourself and who you are as a person that make people want to just flock to you. Like, you're very attracting in energy, and I'm guessing physicality as well. Because the World gives more worldly, you know, like energy, aura kind of energy, and the Wands is like the physical. Like, you're very beautiful, pretty, handsome, whatever. Like, if you do wear makeup, like, you could be like a very good makeup artist, and you attract people with that side of yourself as well. And yeah, I was saying here with the appearance, something that you wear, how you look, your makeup, how you dress, stuff like that, attract people, which is the same thing that came through for group 3. So I kind of feel like everybody knows how to dress. There's like, everybody will attract attention with how they dress, no matter how they dress. Somebody's gonna be looking. Okay, here we have the 6 of Cups next. He will just feel comfortable around you. You're someone who's very caring, generous, and kind. You could have a special bond with children here. Children just love you. Like, you have an emotional connection to kids in specific, which is the same thing about Michael. That's crazy how he's basically taken off this whole reading here. Like, there's just something dynamic about you. Like I said, otherworldly. We're just like, as soon as you're on stage, you could have like an alter ego. The way, as soon as he was on stage, all attention was on him. Then as soon as he was off stage, he was someone who was more shy and reserved, had a beautiful connection with children. Yeah, like, this is just giving the Michael vibe. Like, your life is like on a worldwide stage. Everybody just wants to tune into what you're doing and where you're going, and you know, because you just have that otherworldliness about you. Like I said, the ethereal essence, where people just want to, like, people are always saying that you look good and that you're beautiful and da-da-da. Like, the one thing about, like, because Halle Bailey is not only just her, she came out with her sister, but people more so focus on Halle's beauty, and then the other people more so focus on Chloe's body. You know what I mean? And there's even a song about it, which is very crazy to me. I'm like, she bugging for that. I think it was like a Sweetie song, where she was like, face on Halle, body on Chloe, and I'm like, girl. Anyway, yeah, so people just more so focus on your like it could be your face, it could be your looks, stuff like that. It could be both. It could be your body and your face that just, you know, go so well together. But that's something that, yeah, otherworldly, that people do feel very comfortable around you. You go off a vibe that I've known this person before. I can just get along with anyone. Kids love you, adults love you. There's a familiarity about you that people just love. People just like, well, I know this person, or I want to know this person. Okay. Now we have the and then 2 4s that came out. That's funny. 4 of Wands and then 4 of Swords. Calm, serene, meditation, sleepy. You're the kind of person who people could just, you know, feel like I said, their most calm self around, and people could just fall asleep. I'm hearing you're someone who's easy to fall asleep next to, because you make people feel at home. You could be someone who's into meditation, someone who's into yoga. You just have like a guru kind of vibe about you, like a spiritual guru, like someone who just knows it all here with the cloak of wisdom. You're someone who knows it all. Everybody comes to you seeking answers and wisdom, and you're just like, why me? And it's just like, because you're otherworldly with the World card here. You just have like people, a lot of people flock to you. You have a worldwide appeal, I could say. Like, no matter where you would go in the world, people would flock to you because you just have that appeal about you. You know what I mean? You just have that appeal about you where people just want to flock to you. What is that? Like a mythical creature. Like I've been saying, like a mermaid, a fairy, elven. Like, if you were like dressed up as one of those things for maybe Halloween, you would look like you would fit it to a T, because it would seem like you really did come from any of those places. Like, you were like a bona fide mermaid. The way, that's what people were like, oh, that's why Halle was able to, she was the perfect Ariel, because she has ethereal essence and she fit into the mermaid, you know, mold so beautifully, even though mermaids are not real. You know what I mean? She fit into the mold so beautifully, and that's why, what's her name? I don't know. I felt like she played a fairy. No, she played the princess. What's her name? Elle Fanning. She played Aurora, because you have the ethereal essence that you could play princesses, mermaids, elvins, witches, like, you know, things that are not supposed to be real kind of thing. But these people play it so well. Otherworldly vibes. Four of Wands. People do feel comfortable around you. People want to celebrate you. You have this about you. And with the more yellow, people want to celebrate you. You may have like a lot of suitors. Like I said, yeah, there's just something very pretty about you. There's something pretty, unique, like just your energy, your presence is just something that people have never experienced before. And because of that, people want to tie you down, lock you down. Like people, you may get like a lot of offers. It's like, oh, hey, you want to go out here? You want to go out there? And you just don't know. I'm hearing, that song's always freaking coming through. The song by Billie Eilish, where you don't know your power. Like, you don't know your power, the power you have over people. With the World card, the Six of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Four of Swords, the people just flock to you. They feel at peace. They feel comfortable opening up around you. They're the people who you would meet someone in a bar and they'll tell you their whole life story. You're just like, why are you telling me all this stuff? And they're just because I feel comfortable. They feel comfortable around you. People want to celebrate you because they feel like you're this otherworldly creature. Like I was saying with the dragon and otherworldly creatures, dragons are not real either, but it came out for you because it's spirit. It's like a spirit, you know, a soul kind of thing. Like your beauty goes beyond skin deep. It's not just about how beautiful you look, it's also that your soul is freaking beautiful as well. So is there anything else that I want to pull from? Yes, I want to pull from these cards here. I think I try to keep this away from the speaker, but it never works. Maybe over here would be a better option. Try not to abuse your power. Like you have a power over people. Ooh. And it says, "See the light in the world." You are a light in the world here. I don't want to keep going back to the same old cards now. Okay, so first card we have is dance. Okay, you may want to celebrate and dance. Four of Wands, celebrate and dance. Move your body to music, dance with the rhythm of life, manifest your dreams through dance. So just a little extra message. You can manifest whatever you need. Let me put the camera back up. Manifest what you need by dancing through dance. And you people, and look, we have a unicorn, which is another ethereal creature, presence. Like you just make the whole world want to get up and dance. You're like a light, and yeah, it came through. See the light in the world. You're a light in a lot of people's lives. And look, what the heck, magic. What was I saying? I love when this happens. Which happens pretty much every reading, but I still love it. Make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. Yeah. And then look, we have like little fairies here. But this is just the unicorn oracle. We have a unicorn, then we have a fairy here. And I was saying fairies, I was saying mermaids, I was saying elves, stuff like that. Yeah. It's like a magic surrounding you. Like larger than life energy. And it's not even just about the physical looks, it's just about who you are as a person. You're someone who helps people. Like, I kind of feel like you help people wherever you go. And people just have only good things to say about you. Like, whenever your name comes up, it's just like, oh, yeah, that person helped me. Or she was so insightful. Or he was so insightful. He was so helpful. He was so nice. He was not only beautiful, but he was someone who was very helpful and nice as well. She was someone who was very helpful and nice as well. She gave me a lot of good wisdom. Like, she told me some stuff about myself. She helped me elevate in life. Stuff like that. And then we have beloved, that you have a lot of people who love you wherever you go. Come on now. Prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. 4 of Wands and this card here. There's someone in your life, people in your life, a lot of people, if I do say so myself, with this 6 of Cups energy, where a lot of people just feel comfortable around that they've known you before. You have a lot of people who feel like you're their soulmate because you just have that energy where everybody wants a piece of you, like a celebrity essentially. You know, the way we see celebrities and they star in some of these movies and we just become obsessed with them. Like, that's the kind of vibe you're giving off. Celebrity kind of status where everybody just like, they want to give you flowers. They want to show you their affection and their love. And you're just sitting here like, wait, why me? And it's just, they can't explain it. You just have that energy about you. You're someone who's nice, genuinely kind, genuinely caring. Your eyes are out here hypnotizing people. I'm hearing you got me so hypnotized, the way your body going round and round. And then we have that dance card here. So you hypnotize people with the way you dance. You're very good at dancing. That's what makes you beautiful. You're just full of life. Like I was saying, you're full of magic, light, happiness. And people just see that. You just make a lot of people happy. You just have that essence about you. Okay. But with this beloved and the 4 of Wands, there are definitely a lot of people out there in the world who would, you know, snatch you up in a second. And I feel like this could be coming through soon. It's like a little extra message on the side. Like, you're so beautiful and you're just so wonderful. We got change, butterflies, and the way they're all glowing and changing colors. Like, there's something here about rainbows. You could wear a lot of bright pastel colors, a lot of vibrant colors. And people just want to, you know, lock you down, snatch you up here with the 4 of Wands. A lot of people I'm hearing. Like, you have options out there. You could be batting people off with a bat. Just like, no, no, no. And they're just like, yes, yes, yes. Okay. Bring these up some more so you can see them, admire them, because these are beautiful. Just like you. Aw. Spirit, they're so cute. They said just like you. Not that I'm trying to... Ooh, what's breaking? Not that I'm trying to chit-chat. They're trying to chat you up. People try to chat you up. These things out here breaking and stuff. Ooh. What makes them beautiful, please? Things just falling around you. People falling and breaking and tripping over themselves just to get to you. What makes you beautiful? We're going to end it off after these cards here. Okay, how many cards are these? These are way too many. Yeah, no. Just 1 or 2, please. Just 1 or 2, please. Okay, whatever. I'll take those. So just 1 or 2. Yeah, giving me 3 again. Okay, so we said what we said. How can you mother yourself? Star mother. Yeah, there's something about you. You have like a very mothering energy about you. People just want to be around you. Like I said, people are like, oh, she helped me so much. He helped me so much. Like, he was very helpful. With this calm, serene energy here. You restore faith in humanity here with humanity and benevolence. You restore people's faith in humanity. Just period. You just restore people's faith in humanity, I'm hearing. That's just something that you do. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? People do flock behind you and follow you. Okay, you're a priestess. You could, you know, read tarot. You're somebody who's very spiritual. You could practice divinatory tools and stuff besides tarot and stuff like that. But there's just something you just know. You know what I mean? But how are you being called to step up and lead? People just follow behind you. They want to be, like I was saying, there's just something about you. You know what I mean? And the way we have these like golden wings, it's giving like ascension, elevation, stuff like that. So it's just like you're someone who people just flock to when they need help. You have like a very healing energy and presence about you as well. People just know they're going to learn something from you. They're going to get some knowledge from you. Okay? And then we have protection. Call back your power. Cut the cord. Soul retrieval. Okay? Yeah, there's just something. There's like a lot of people who want to cling on to you because of your energy, and sometimes you have to kind of like cut people off and do cord cutting, because otherwise you're going to be bogged down by everybody's energy, because you're so beautiful, you're so attractive, your energy is so magnetic and, you know, pulsating, and like I feel like a pulse, like you give life to people. I don't know what I'm doing with my finger, I'm just seeing like a dun 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 dun, like a pulse, like when people put the pulse, like you have your hand on the pulse of, you know, the cosmos, like people, you just know stuff. You know what I mean? With this priestess, yeah, you just know stuff. Absolutely. I'm like, yeah, you just know stuff. We have the priestess already. Yeah, you know stuff. And then we have magic. Yeah. Something about you is just magical, otherworldly. I just keep saying the same thing over and over again. But yeah, you have to sometimes protect yourself from a lot of people. Like I said, you attract a lot of people towards you. People, suitors, romantic people. You have to, you know, protect your energy. Okay, that's all that I have. I hope you enjoyed this reading despite all the noise in the background, because there always seems to be some ghetto-ness going on in this place. It's so annoying. If you like my vibes, join the tribe, like, comment, subscribe. The Divine Fan would love to have you. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below, or you could just DM me on Instagram and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But other than that, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're seeing this reading. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 3. So welcome to your reading. If you chose this pile, that's not that much different from the other piles. Because today I felt called to not put any options down, no crystals, no pins, no anything that I usually choose, because they said, Spirit said, you have to choose with your intuition, your feeling, your inner knowing. Just, you know, choose which pile called to you the most. Kept looking at the most, stuff like that. Because this reading, while it is about what makes you most beautiful, I don't think it's going to be about anything too physical. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to put down physical objects, because that became the theme of the reading in group 1. So the inspiration behind this reading is What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction. I woke up today with that song on my mind, which is not something that usually happens, but it has been happening recently. And it's, you don't know you're beautiful, and that's what makes you beautiful. Okay? That is the lyrics that I was specifically hearing, and I kind of feel like the collective may need a confidence boost lately, because we don't know we're beautiful. And maybe, like I said, what this reading is about is not what makes you physical. So a lot of us could be dwelling too much on the physicality of what society thinks is beautiful, that we're missing on the whole point of our existence, which is, you know, what we came here to do, our soul, you know, the things that we're just innately good at that make us beautiful. Okay, beyond the physical. So I feel like that's what we're going to be focusing on today in today's reading. Of course, some physical attributes will come through as it does, but that's not going to be the main focus of this reading, okay? That's not what this reading is about. So without further ado, we're going to get into the reading. I think I said everything I need to say. If you like my vibe, join the tribe, like, comment, and subscribe, because you would be surprised at how many people watch your videos but are not actually subscribed, which, you know, is kind of crazy to me, but, you know, to each their own. I'm not here to force how to do anything, but I would appreciate it. It would be nice. You know what I mean? Okay, so what makes you beautiful? You guys have 1 card for this and 2 cards for this. So we're going to start off with the animal. Okay, so I'm already hearing knowledge. I'm hearing wisdom. I'm hearing the keeper of secrets, okay? I'm hearing the keeper of the knowledge of the universe. Stuff like that. Like you're always sitting on a wealth of knowledge at all times that you may not even be privy to, because crows just stop and, you know, rest on anything sometimes, and they don't know what they're resting on. So you could have like a lot of power and gift behind you that you're not even sure that you possess, or you doubt, or you don't even know what you're sitting on. Like people say, like people are sitting on land, and I'm hearing like there's oil reserves beneath it, and they don't even know, or there's gold beneath them and they don't even know. So there's something that you're sitting on that you haven't tapped into yet, but it's like, it's something that's going to bring, you know, a lot of abundance and color and brightness to your world. Now all I see is color. You bring color to my life, baby. Color by Haley Steinfeld and Mnek or something like that. Okay. So you could be someone who comes off as someone who is very, you know, a little off-putting, intimidating, because crows are not something that we usually flock to, because they are black, and anything that has like a black connotation towards it we think is negative, which is just annoying. Black cats, crows, ravens, they always are, you know, portrayed negatively, but they're not really. They're just animals that happen to be blind. You know what I mean? Crazy. Which could also be something, if you want to, you know, put race into it, how black people get ostracized because of being black, when it's just a skin color, when we all bleed red. We all have the same organs. We don't have an extra toe. We don't have an extra brain. That sets us apart, but yet some people get treated different based on the color of their skin. So that could be something that is important in your life or comes up a lot, is a common theme. Okay. Is that all that I have to hear from this card? I keep picking it back up, so there must be more. You could have like very astute eyes that pick up on everything. That I'm getting like very shifty eyes that like move around everywhere. You're just like, you know, calculating everything and taking in everything. You know what I mean? It's like I kind of think like you do have like a wealth of knowledge on people. I'm carrying like a little black book. That's like you just have like a secrets and you have the tea on everyone. Which is kind of the same thing that was coming through with group 2, I believe, or group 1. Maybe both, because it just seems like in these readings there's like a common thread through all the groups, because there could be a few of you that watch. I know there's one person that was like, I watch all the group, so this could be one thing that is just for the people that watch all groups. There's like a common thread of that. You just can see people and read them for filth as soon as you see them, and as soon as you see people, they know. They're just like, oh, there's something about your eyes. It's in the eyes, the way they're looking, like very shifty eyes. You could have a problem with eye contact, maybe. So your eyes are always like shifting back and forth. But like you're always taking in information anyway. Okay, so now we have Hilarion, which is divine healing. Honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. Yeah, so you're sitting on a well of light here with this crow here. And it's kind of like healing, heart healing. Because this is heart chakra energy, green. And there's like a lot of healing that you're sitting on that you're not providing people. And this is, yeah, literally divine healing. Honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others here. The way the crow is sitting on the light but not really doing anything with it, just it's sitting there. Your light can help others. That's what's beautiful about you, but you really can't see that. Like, I'm hearing you're needed and you're important, you're essential, okay? Even if you don't think that you are, there's more to be said from this card here. Some of you could have had a past life where you could be good at like languages. That's what's beautiful about you. You're able to break barriers, like culture barriers, where you're not able to just connect with people from your own culture. You're able to connect with people from many different cultures, because I'm like hearing speaking in tongues. So it's like, maybe you can easily learn different languages because you're meant to connect with many different, you know, kinds of people, many different backgrounds, many different dialects I'm hearing. So what's beautiful about you is the way you communicate and the way you're able to connect with others. I'm like, what am I saying? Connect with others. Then we have Odin. I saw this one come out actually, and I was happy because I've been using these cards for years now, and I always get the same cards. But today we got 2 new people, okay? You guys got 2 new people. So you could be someone with fresh new ideas, someone that is like, you know, goes against the grain, someone who's extraordinary, who's not just ordinary, okay? With Odin here, we have psychic insight. So we have divine healing, and then we have psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. And the one thing that we always hear about Odin is he gave away one of his eyes to learn all the secrets of the universe. So one eye is a regular eye, and the other eye is like an all-knowing eye, okay? So with that, and then with this crow, like I said, you're sitting on a bunch of knowledge that you're not really using to help others. That's what, you know, what's really, really beautiful about you, and something that you take into consideration more. Like I was saying, this reading is not the most conventional what makes you beautiful, but you're going to get the message that you need to hear in this reading here. Odin, I think he's like the top dog in Norse mythology. And then look, we have like these foreign languages in the back again, like these dialects. I know these are probably runes. Yeah, these are runes. I don't know what this dialect is, but I know it's something. But you could be good at reading like old foreign languages, like I was saying. That could be like a talent of yours. I'm hearing this more from this card here. And look how we have the same black crows in the background. I know that I think his wife is like Freya. Odin and Freya, I think that's his wife, or she's also a part of Norse mythology, and crows are a big thing for her as well, because she's like phases and cycles. I believe in this deck she's phases and cycles, and I think that because that's his counterpart, it's kind of like those things go for you as well. And it's kind of like, look, he has like a bird hat on his head, so the messages like kind of like tying together here, where you kind of maybe bring change to people's life, because crows do denote change. They come through when things are changing, when there's going to be a death, and it could be like a physical death, or it could be like a spiritual death, where one thing is dying for another thing to begin. So you bring change into people's life. You bring knowledge and the wisdom that they need in order to change, to make that change. Make that change. Man in the mirror. Like, yeah, you put up a mirror to people's, like, you know, maybe bad habits, their triggers. Like, you just know how to push people's buttons, probably, essentially. Where some people are able to see the good in others and know how to bring out the good in others, and you kind of like bring out the bad in others, but not like a bad way, but you bring out the bad in order for them to heal it. Here with this divine healing, you shine the light. Your light can support others. You shine the light so they're able to then change those things. You shine a light on the bad, the toxic, I'm hearing the rotting flesh, you know. And yeah, crows usually no, that's vultures, who usually rotate or revolve around people's rotting flesh. But yeah, follow your intuition though. With this, honor your sensitivity and follow your intuition. Your intuition is what makes you most beautiful here. That there's power in that, and it's time for you to, you know, wake up to that. Be more cognizant to that. We're going to see what else comes through in the cards. There's something about body, because that's the song. I never thought that I would know anybody who treats my body like you treat my body. I was just singing it and now I can't hear it. You see, when you be channeling stuff and then you try to actually do it and it doesn't come through. I never thought that I would love anybody who knows my body like you know my body. So something I'm hearing Reiki healing. I'm hearing transmuting energies. That could be what this crow is doing. I'm hearing like the same thing, the same way people say that cats can heal people, or dogs can heal people by laying next to them when they're sick and taking on that negative energy, transmuting the energy from that person to them. That's a very specific message coming through. That's what makes you beautiful. Like, these are very unconventional what makes you beautiful messages, but I'm here for it. But there's something about the body, you know how to like touch people, heal their bodies. It could be through Reiki healing, or it could be through something else. Because there are many forms of healing the body that are not purely medical, and that could be something you do as well. You could be someone who's in the medical field. I don't know. Should I just? I'll just take them. I heard just take them. Stop playing. Okay. So the first card that flipped out actually is the Five of Pentacles, but it's not the first card that came out though. Yeah, you're like kind of like a sanctuary to people, and maybe people may overlook you because, like I said, you come off as someone who's like maybe unconventional, maybe. Like I said, the way crows are looked down upon, the way sometimes black people and colored people are ostracized. People, the Five of Pentacles is a card of sanctuary, but people overlooking the sanctuary and staying out in the cold. So people are like kind of like overlook your help sometimes, or feel like they don't need it, or feel, you know, something about that here, where people don't accept your help or your healing when you try to provide it here. And you're someone who will still provide it because you know that at the end of the day, people just need someone to stay. Ooh, that's a song. We all need someone to stay. I think someone to stay by the something clinic. Yeah, something clinic. We all need someone to stay, and you're that person that stays. Oh, that's so nice. That's what makes you beautiful. Oh my goodness. Not you're the person that stays. Wow, that was profound. Shoot. Okay, next card. We have Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you bring change in people's lives. Things just, like when people feel like they're on the bottom, things just turn over when you come to their life, and you bring good change. You're like a good luck charm in people's life. You bring healing, you bring change, you bring insightfulness, you bring all this kind of stuff. And that's what makes you beautiful. And like I said, you just stay. You know? You're, what is it called? You're not someone who just comes into people's lives and changes it and leaves. You could be, but that's not the route that I'm getting. I mean, you stay until you know you've overstayed your welcome, and then you leave. But you take people from this Five of Pentacles to this Wheel of Fortune, essentially. Like they're broken, left out in the cold, destitute, and then you bring them into prosperity here. Like I was saying, yeah, you bring change to people's life. When I was saying with the crow here, yeah, you see how the cards be, you know, they don't want me to look crazy on YouTube. They say, yeah, we gonna back you up. We gonna stick beside you. Appreciate you. Okay. So next card we have here is strength. Yeah, you give people strength. You give people power. You help people find their personal power. I just specifically heard you help people find their personal power. And I'm blocking the cards. We all need someone to stay. At the end of the night, you're crying. I will pick you up. I will show you love. Something like that. Someone to stay. Yeah, you give people strength, and the thing that I always get with the strength card is you tame their demons. You're not scared to, you know, deal with the worst that humanity has to offer, because you have endless strength and you have endless wisdom and insight that you're just not, you know, this is someone who deals like, you know, maybe drug addicts or people who are like felons and stuff like that. Like I was saying, people who are ostracized in community, you know, people of color, or people look down on them. You help those people find strength and keep going. Wow, this is a freaking beautiful message. That's crazy. And that's what makes you beautiful, where you're always there to help them. You're always there to build them back up. You could deal with people like this. You could deal with people of color, work with them, felons, criminals, people who are trying to restart their life after they have fallen to the pits, you know, people who are homeless, people who have been on drugs, stuff like that. And you kind of bring this magic and change into their life here. You help them regain their strength and find their power, their personal power, to help them keep fighting. And then we have the King of Swords here. Here you have the gift of gab. You know how to big people up, and you keep it clinical. You don't feed, you don't blow smoke up their butt. You tell them the facts of the situation, and you're not going to lie to someone and tell them, oh, hey, yeah, you know how to do this, you know how to do that, but they really don't. You're someone who builds people up in the right and proper, just kind of way here. Like I said, you're not someone who's telling them we have butterflies again, which, you know, are change. Yeah, you're not someone who's out here telling people, oh, you know how to do this and you know how to do that and blah, 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 and just lying to them. You're someone who actually believes that people can do that. You're not telling them stuff that's not true because you're not a liar. And I'm hearing, are you calling me a liar from drinking Josh? Well, I'm not calling you a truther. You know what I mean? People can't call you a liar because you provide them with strength, with words of wisdom, words of empowerment, things that are going to make them feel confident and strong and ready to face any challenges that come their way. This is the best teacher to have, that prepares you for the real world, that's going to tell you the truth of the matter. So people come to you for help and you're not sitting there blowing smoke and telling them things that are not true. You're someone who's telling them the truth of the situation, trying to bring it down a little bit. You know, that's the kind of person that you are. And that's what makes you beautiful. At the end of the day, you're crying. I can lift you up. I can show you love. And you, like a motivational speaker is what I'm getting specifically. You know how to make people, build people back up from when they're in the, you know, the dredges. They're in the slums. You could be someone who goes around and like tells people, you know, give them a compliment a day. Like there's those videos on social media where people just go around telling people, hey, you're beautiful, and hey, you have a nice smile, and da-da-da-da. And it's the truth because you're not blowing smoke up their ass, but it's just something that they don't hear very often. And it's good to hear it sometimes. Okay, one more card that fell over here, and it is the Nine of Wands. Yeah. These are people who are almost ready to give up. And this is, I'm hearing, because you were here. This was you, someone who was almost ready to give up, but you didn't, because you may have had someone in your corner that you would not become to these people. You had someone in your corner who was building you up, making you seem like you could do whatever you put your mind to. And then that's how you became this way. Everybody has this redemption kind of story, who then goes on to help others. They have their redemption kind of story, and now they're going down and telling people their story, their success story. What is it called? Like when you go in church and tell people what happened to you. Is it a benediction? Something like that? Something where you're bigging people up and telling people, hey, I did it so you can do it too. There's nothing that makes me more special than you. Boom, bars. Hey, I did it and you can do it too. There's nothing that makes me more special than you. That's crazy. So definitely if I can do it, you can absolutely do it as well. That's beautiful. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. That's what makes you beautiful. The way you speak to people, the way you always know what to say, the way you know how to bring people up from this. Because in here, if you see it, yeah, y'all can see it. The Five of Pentacles, which is clear card with the Strength card. You take people from this energy and bring them into this energy, okay? You take them from feeling that they're left out in the cold. They have no home. There's no place to go, no hope, literally. And you help them find their strength again. And that's what makes it beautiful. And you don't hear that enough. You don't get enough, you know, credit. I'm hearing that line from Hamilton where one of them says his last song, where like he doesn't get enough credit for all the credit he gave us, because apparently Alexander Hamilton is the one who came up with credit. You know what I mean? Like us, which is, I don't know if that's a good thing or not, okay? But it's something we still use to this day. So I guess where they're like, we don't give him enough credit for all the credit he gave us. And that's either Jefferson saying that or something like that. It's one of the people from the play at the end of the movie where he's already dead and gone, and they're now giving him his flowers. So, and that could be the thing where like a lot of people have to wait until they're dead and gone to hear their flowers, but you're someone who gives it to people when they're already here, and people may not do the same for you. And you don't expect that from them, which is what makes it beautiful, because you're sitting on this knowledge where you already know this, but sometimes you need to hear it. Like, I'm proud of you. I'm telling you this. I'm bigging you up here. There you go. This is what you need to hear, because a lot of people have to wait until they're dead and gone to hear what you know, get their flowers. But you need to hear this now. Okay? So now we're going to pull from this Unicorn Oracle and see what else makes you beautiful. This is going way longer than I thought it would. Not your reading, but just everybody else's reading in general. It was going to like 30 something minutes, and I just wanted it to be 30 minutes. But hey, because I'm trying to do a reading a day, but I don't have to. And I'm trying to see how that helps the YouTube algorithm or whatever, if I could do a reading a day. Because I want a minute without posting, as you know, much as I maybe should have, or keeping my schedule, which used to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But I'm like, why not just, you know, how many are these? 4, child, I'll keep them. Because your reading is going, you know, not as long as the other ones when I got to this point. So we have extra time on our hands. Yeah, you're someone who's been to the slums and almost gave up, but you didn't. And now that is your mission in life, to help other people not give up. Don't give up the ghost. Okay. Sorry, guys. I have a problem with wanting the cards to look perfect. Okay. So here we have healer. Bada bing, bada boom, baby, period. Divine healing, healer. You have powerful healing gifts. You have faith in your abilities. Stay true to your path as a healer. Boom. We need polarity, which is what I don't think I was saying this in your group. Maybe I was. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. Yeah, you've been through the dark, which is why you're able to now. You've been through the dark. You brought more light into your life, or someone helped you bring this light into your life. And like I said, you're now willing and wanting to help everybody else bring this light into their life. So you've experienced the darkness of humanity. You've experienced all the bad. You've experienced the good. And you're someone who now wants to spread more good now that you have a better understanding of the dark. Boom. Bars. I can't stand myself sometimes. I'm sorry, guys. I can't stand myself sometimes. But nah, some things I be saying be facts. Out of here. I'm gonna big myself up. Shoot. Here we have imagination. Envision a new reality. Give yourself permission to dream. Believe in unlimited possibilities. Yeah, I was saying you don't. And yeah, with the support, absolutely. I'm sorry, I just skipped over this card here. Like I said, I don't feel like you get enough credit for the credit you give other people. Like, you don't get enough credit for your work, which is why I felt the need to do this reading. Because I mean, for everybody in these group 1, 2, and 3, like, these are not things that are like things that everybody can point out. You know what I mean? These are not things that everybody will see just by seeing you on the street and saying, hey, I like your top, I like your hair, I like your makeup. These are not things, like, those are superficial things. Those don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. This is how spirit sees you. This is what you most definitely came here to do and spread. And this is what they want you to know. In case you're feeling down lately, you're feeling unappreciated, which is a thing. And I was saying this yesterday. I'm like, I don't get enough credit from people in my life that are like, oh, we see you doing the dang thing. I get it most from people on social media, which is just like, I mean, it's good as well, but you sometimes want to hear that from people who actually see you putting in the work. I mean, I guess you guys do as well. I'm just going to stop while I'm ahead. But I was basically just saying that yesterday. I was like, you know, sometimes you don't hear that enough, because somebody was complimenting me and I was like, oh dang, I don't hear that enough. Like, 'cause I was taken off guard. And then they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I don't hear, like, you know, I'm proud of you, you've done a good job, enough. And, you know, that's a problem. So maybe that's why I have to do this reading, because like I said, there's an energy in the collective of us not feeling appreciated enough. Okay, so yeah, you don't have enough support, but you do give a lot of support to other people, which is why now I'm giving you this support. Okay, giving you your flowers while you're still here. Okay, so with imagination, I feel like your imagination is your greatest gift, because I'm hearing you're able to come up with creative ideas to get people to believe in their worth. And this is like straightly channeled, because I'm just like saying this right now. You're able to, you know, build people up based on, you know, like I said, with this King of Swords here, you know what to say, and it's not blowing up smoke. Because a lot of people, if you tell them straight point blank, oh, you're beautiful, you're this, you're that, it comes off as, you know, they get, you know, fidgety, and people who are not able to accept that. But like, they are beautiful, because obviously you're saying it and you mean it, but they're just like, oh, I don't believe it. You're able to come up with creative ways to get them to believe this, you know. Maybe just continuously saying it back to back, you know, being straight-faced with it, being blunt with it, being honest with it, or having a reputation of being honest. So when you do tell people stuff, they know you're telling the truth. You're not someone who lies and tells people stuff just to say it. When you say what you mean what you say. So then when you say it, people are, oh yeah, I believe her because she said it or because he said it. You know what I mean? So you come up with creative ways. You've learned to do that because you could have been someone who doesn't accept compliments well as well. But here, you're getting it today. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah. But it's like, give yourself permission to dream. Maybe there's something that you've been wanting to do, and maybe you need some more support with this support card here, this imagination. Maybe you need someone in your corner telling you you can do it. Whatever you've been thinking about lately, your imagination is one of your greatest powers here. And that's what this crow could be sitting on, an idea. Like I was saying, there's something that this crow is sitting on. They haven't been using it, which I said right at the beginning of the reading, which I'm pretty sure you remember. And this imagination, whatever you've been thinking of, do it, follow it, go after it, okay? Because it's going to lead you to all this light and beauty in the world, and I feel like it's going to help others as well, okay? So then here we have support. Ask for help. Ask for help. Get more rest. Nurture yourself. So you're out here helping everybody else. Now it's time for you to help yourself as well. Because if you don't help yourself, you won't be able to help others, okay? And that's a fact. A factoid. It's nice and dandy to help everybody else, but you have to learn how to help yourself as well. Okay? Just so you can see them. Maybe bring it down just a little. Ooh. I'm trying to finish this reading. At the end of the day, you're crying. I can fix you. I can show you love. It's something clinic. It's getting on my nerves, but I can't remember the exact name. Okay. What makes you beautiful? Oh, Jesus. Come on, y'all playing too many games. These are way too many cards, and I'm not taking all of them. I'm sorry. Okay. What makes my group here beautiful? To end out their readings, they can go on their beautiful merry way. That one. Hold on. Too many. One more. Nose all itchy. One more card, please. That's the only card we're supposed to be getting here. Really? Okay, thank you. Wasn't trying to end it on no just one card. Okay, so here we have the first card that came on, transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. So you're healing yourself while you're healing others. So let me just bring this up a little more so you can see it. Healing yourself while you're healing others. Okay, transformation. Like finding that power, finding that, what do you call, like I'm hearing like the energy, the perfect pitch, the perfect sound wave, like just the perfect opportunity. Like I don't know, I'm getting like a specific, like you're trying to find the perfect time, perfect setting, perfect temperature, something like that, the perfect pitch to do what you need to do. The transformation, things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. I'm hearing sound healing. I just keep hearing like pitch, like maybe you guys need to play more sound healing. You need more sound healing in your life. Okay, we have star seed. What lights you up? Yeah, I was hearing light. Okay, pitch, sound, stuff like that. Okay, so you guys saw these cards. I'm gonna put them down there to make space for the rest of the cards because I'm trying to finish this with a bang. Off with a bang. Off with your heads. Okay, yeah. So Starseed, what lights you up? I feel like you need to find your light. Yes, follow your light. I feel the need to uncover this. Like I said, I need to come back to this card sooner or later. I'm like, let me put these down here because I needed to get back to the crow. I was covering the crow. They said don't cover the crow. Yeah, light. Untapped potential. I'm hearing untapped potential. Something that you haven't tapped into yet that lights you up. So I'm to go with it, okay? With the imagination, like I was saying, there's something that you're sitting on that you haven't tapped into yet. Go ahead and do that. Like some advice with other messages. Transformation. And then we have the Great Gathering, okay? It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe, okay? So people are coming into your life to help you bring this into fruition. I'm hearing that's a change that's coming through. You're meeting other like-minded individuals. Those who what's it called? Acknowledge, people who see your value, see your worth, people who know what you're meant here to do because they're meant to do the same thing. So people part of your tribe who will big you up and give you the credit where credit is due. And then I feel like as a whole, you guys are meant to go on and kind of like elevate, where you guys are going to get definitely going to get your flowers together. So you guys have been so used to doing everything on your own that you need someone. Yeah, you need someone to stay. You're the person who stays and you need someone to stay as well. And that's what this soul tribe is. The people who are going to stay and help you get to this vision here. Okay, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. Things are changing at a cellular level. Transformation. All these things. Change is coming. I'm hearing the song of change is going to come. Sam Cooke. And I think that's also a song about like racism, and I was talking about that a little bit here with the people of color experiencing like polarity where they're just, you know, ostracized for how they look, and it's still a thing, absolutely. And the change is gonna come is the Sam Cooke song that he's saying. I think it basically saying a change is gonna come when it comes to race and stuff like that. And I mean, it's come a little bit, but not as much as it should. But I'm trying to get into that here on the tarot reading, okay? A change is going to come if it's something that you had to deal with, okay? Things are changing. A deep cellular healing on a worldly view, a worldly plane. Okay, what lights you up? So stick to what lights you up. If that's what lights you up, like advocacy, being a voice for people who have no voice, stuff like that, then definitely stick to that. But I'll bring it back down so you can see the whole spread kind of. Stick to that. Because you will find your support. You are the support, but you're also going to find the support. Okay, we all need someone to stay. At the end of the night, you're crying. Okay, so that's all that I have for you guys. If you like my vibe, join the tribe, like, comment, subscribe. The Divine family, love to have you. If you like a personal reading, okay, get in contact with me using my email in the description box below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But other than that, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're seeing this reading. Stay beautiful, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.